So how is it going, everyone? Welcome to more Not Another Needle game, and I forgot to change the title, which is a bad thing, but let me change it right now, because yeah, Bad Apple Returns, he already returned, and it's already gone. So this should be something like, this is a stage 10, which is apparently like the last stage, right? Trying stage 10, yeah, whatever. That could work. But yeah, trying stage 10, which basically, as I say, it's supposed to be like a secret stage right at the end of the game that you can only unlock by getting all the secrets throughout the game. So yeah, that's what we're about to do. And apparently it's gonna test you on everything that you've done so far. So yeah, this last stage will test you on everything you've seen so far. Good luck. And it does seem pretty hard just by looking at this screen. Like, look at this. It already feels like it's gonna be a big pain in the ass. But the real question is, how big of a pain in the ass is it gonna be? And for that I don't really have an answer yet. But we're about to have an answer about that. Hey Riemann, how the swagger is going? We will see. I mean, this thing looks considerably harder than all of the previous stages. Although at the very least this first one is normal platforming, but I'm pretty sure that the gimmicks are gonna get added afterwards. Also, I've been wondering about my sound, because I feel like my microphone is too loud, to the point where sometimes it even distorts kinda like my voice, right? The problem is that the games themselves are so loud that it's really hard to try to balance, try to balance the audio. Sometimes you really have to decrease the game audio a lot. It's a little bit hard, I don't know. It seems that nowadays the audio balance for media is trash. Like, basically they can't reach an agreement on, what's the acceptable levels of decibels that you should have. But yeah. Also, wow. Am I supposed to do that corner jump? Maybe not. Maybe I can jump that way. But yeah, I wanna try yet to change my audio configuration, but wanna try at some point. Feel like my microphone is too loud, and well, everything is too loud, I feel. But who knows? But then again, I also seen some streamers that go the polar opposite, right? Like, their microphone is so damn quiet, everything on the stream is so quiet that it's impossible to hear unless you increase your volume quite a bit. Also, I like the spike design here. It looks fancy. Pretty fancy colors. Ooh. The loop for the song though might not have been pretty fleshed out, but okay, that's fine. Guess this floor will be really good for warming up, but damn, it's already looking pretty hard. The amount of platforming you gotta do before reaching the warp seems to be quite a lot. But then again, I kinda expected something like this for the supposedly last stage. This is supposed to be the last stage, like the real last stage. I don't know, should I trust the narrator here? I mean, how many times have I read already that it was the last stage? Am I gonna get shebaited again? Maybe. I don't know. Okay. No, I think for that one it's better to jump, be like right next to the spike and then jump to the right. Seems to be the best case, best idea. Also, basically you can use any bombs here, so pretty much the only thing you can do is beat the stages the way they are intended. Yeah, good luck with that. Although I wonder if this is another case of the first floor being insanely hard and then the rest being not that bad. Because this game is pretty guilty about that. First floor of a stage is insanely hard, and then all of a sudden the next floors are way easier. So yeah. Fuck. I gotta think sorry, about the platforming here. Especially here. I don't think I can do a drop jump here. Maybe I can, but I wouldn't know till I try it. And then maybe jump. Oh, jump here? Wow. Well, I don't know how the remaining floors are gonna be. I can tell you that this floor is pretty hard. How is it going, Tusk? I'm doing fine. It's just that it's gonna be a little bit harder than everything we've done so far. So I'm just trying to mentally prepare for that. I don't think I'm mentally prepared, by the way. This is just too much. It feels. I mean, what was the weekend? It was fine. I mean, I kinda beat this game, kinda, because this is apparently like a bonus stage. So I guess you could say we beat the normal game. So it was a pretty productive weekend. The problem is that, yeah, there is this still. So it's kind of like I beat it, but not really, right? Holy shit! Look at this jump. basically from here, double jump here, and then try to land here. Are you serious? Kind of hard, yeah. Kinda. Well, I almost got it, but still. It's gonna be quite a challenge. Although, I really wonder, right? How much time this floor is gonna take me. Because yesterday there was a floor that looked pretty hard, right? I think it was 177 or 76. And you can tell that the floor was hard, but I did it earlier than I expected, so maybe I get lucky and I can do that here too. Problem is that I really doubt it, but you know, gotta keep my fingers crossed. Nice. Well, I done that, but now for the rest. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be a drop jump, but it has to be really precise. Yeah, really precise, because otherwise you're gonna get hit on the head. You don't want that to happen. I don't think a short hop beforehand is gonna help. But yeah, how was your weekend, Mr. Tusk? Have you gotten drunk again? Probably. Most likely. Although, gotta say that playing shit like this over and over again is kinda like getting drunk, right? Getting drunk in salt, that is. High sodium intake. Kind of boring. I have to make some fixes in my kitchen that make me turn Super Saiyan again. Nice. I guess Freezer is scared, so I decided to keep it to the next weekend or something, so today I'm here at home. Alright. Well, I mean, it could be worse. Imagine having to play this. I mean, yeah. Or we also have a saying around here that is pretty useful for situations like this, where we say, at least it's not PDH. PDH being the spell card in Touhou 15, the last spell card that I still haven't beat, and I've been trying to beat for like 30 hours and I never beat, and I just gave up. Yeah, that's PDH. So whenever something hard or something shitty happens, we can just say, hey, at least it's not PDH. So yeah, it could be worse. Like, you could be playing PDH instead of fixing your kitchen, so it could always be worse. Yeah, PDH, which is short for Pristine Danmaku Hell. Again, the final spell on Touhou 15 that is hard as shit. So yeah, you can always say, hey, at least it's not PDH. Sure? Yeah, sure, whatever, dumbass. Yeah, I know that that's what what went through your brain right now, but that's fine. At least it's not PDH, right? Play Left 4 Dead with Emmett. Nice. That keeps stress out. Yeah, it's been a while since I played Left 4 Dead, but I guess I should play it again. Well, the thing about those kind of games is that they are not really that fun to play by yourself. You have to play them with someone else, because the AI is complete trash, and even when it's not trash, it's like it's not that good, right? So yeah, we can talk in English for your stream. I mean, if I play something like this, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't stream it. I don't feel like those are the kind of games that are good stream games, probably. Also, the thing about Left 4 Dead is that I don't like the well, I don't know, do you play competitive or cooperative? Because if it is competitive, I'm not really interested. I don't like competitive games that much at all. Cooperative, I heard the other one. Nice. Yeah, because I know that those who play Left 4 Dead in our workplace actually play competitive, right? Like, they basically, you know, one team can turn into monsters and try to get the other team, which are the humans, which is something that I'm not really interested in, but yeah. It's shit. Well, I mean, that depends. I don't think it's bad. It's just that I don't like competitive stuff. Well, maybe with the exception of fighting games. And even then, fighting games sometimes just don't make it for me. Sometimes I rather just beat the CPU in fighting games than beat another player. Obviously, it's pretty fun to beat other players, but yeah, it can get pretty salty when they defeat you. It's one of the things that fighting games are pretty good at, is making you salty. It's kind of like chess, you know? Balabis once told me that, you know, he was a chess player, right? And in chess, it's kind of like fighting games. Every time you lose, it's nothing but salt, but the difference is that in chess, it's not like you can pick a weak character to have fun, right? Like, let's say that you're playing Street Fighter 4 and you play a character like D-Shade that is complete trash. So even when you lose by using D-Shade, you still kind of, you know, have fun because you're using a weak character and you're trying your best, right? In chess, basically, you can't pick shit. Like, chess is one of those games where everyone is in the same starting point. So basically, when you lose, there's no excuse. Like, your opponent completely outplayed you. And that's something that is pretty, you know, hard to deal with a lot of times. You can get pretty salty. And yeah, that's what he told me about. If you lose in chess, basically there's nothing else but salt left. So yeah. Yeah, it's basically, you know, if you win, it might feel great, but if you lose, yeah, basically feel like a dumbass. So yeah, I don't think, you know, I prefer to get into chess to play against the CPU, because if I lose to the CPU, I mean, it's still salty, but at the very least, you know, I can just say whatever, it was a robot. it's okay for it to be better than me, but when it's another person, yeah, that's when the issue is. Oh, I can do that shot, that's pretty good. If I needed to go to the other block, I guess not. This shot though is too low. I mean, well, at least I know I don't have to do the drop shot there. But yeah, that's kind of like the thing, and why I don't like competing in anything. It's just like the amount of salt is just too much. I feel like losing against someone else is just one of the worst things. So when you lose against a CPU, it's like, yeah, whatever, right? Who gives a shit that a CPU beat me, right? When you lose against another player, it's like, damn, someone is better than me. So yeah, it's kind of like that. And in games like this, you don't even have to worry about a CPU. You just gotta get good. And it is expected that you die a lot, so you never really feel that dumb. Unless you like keep dying on a part that seems easy, or at least you perceive as easy, that's when it gets salty. But otherwise, this kind of games, you're basically expected to die a lot, so that's why you really don't get, or at least I don't get too salty when I just keep dying. What about Danmaku? It's kind of like the same thing as this, basically. With Danmaku, like, you are expected to die a lot. So when you die, it's like, alright, I guess I should, you know, try again next time. And that's it. But like, dying in hard games is not really something bad. Like, at the very least, it doesn't feel bad. It obviously depends on where you die on and how hard what you're doing is, but normally it only gets salty when you are doing the same shit for hours and hours and you see no progress. That's when it can get salty, I feel. But otherwise, like, it's not that bad. Like, for example, when I was playing PDH, right? I played PDH for like 30 hours, and I don't remember getting salty. I mean, getting overly salty, that is. I obviously really didn't like dying on the last phase, literally seconds, you know, seconds from beating the attack, right? That sucks, but it's kind of expected, right? So when you die there, it's like, whatever. I will try again, and hopefully it will work. Wow, I should have gone to the left there. Or at least that's how I see it. I know that obviously there are some people that regardless of the game, they just get really salty, and that's understandable too. But yeah, I just get overly salty when it comes to competitive games. That's where the salt resides. Competitive games are just something else. Cooperative, yeah, cooperative is what I like, which is the reason why I like Borderlands 2 so much. Really like cooperative games. I mean, I might play it someday. I definitely wouldn't stream it though, but I can play it. I feel like streaming takes the fun away, kinda, on those kind of things. Like when you're playing with someone else, streaming I don't feel like it's the best thing to do. Especially because, you know, when you're playing, especially like in a friendly environment, there are a lot of things that you say that you wouldn't really like for others to hear it, right? Especially some things that might be considered offensive by Twitch standards. So you don't really want to, you know, say something like that while you're streaming, right? So yeah, I feel like if I'm gonna play something cooperative with someone, it's better that I don't stream it. Just have to go back here? Wait, but how do I go back? I think now I'm supposed to go here, right? Like jump here, and since I cannot get back here from here, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to do this jump. Can I even do this jump? Isn't this aligned perfect? Or maybe I can do it from here. Yeah, I don't think this jump is possible. But this one definitely is. Okay, seems like I have to do that. It looks like it at least. There doesn't seem to be any other way, right? Any ideas? I think I am supposed to do that, but I just want to check. So I don't see any other solution. Yeah, but if you do it, you can bump your head on the double jump here. I'm pretty sure I can do this jump without trouble. Obviously, the hard part is gonna be fitting in this tight space, and then after that, yeah, no, that's it. This is the hard jump. That's it. Alright. By the way, how many of you play Left 4 Dead when you say you played this weekend with Mr. Emmy? You played with someone else other than him, or is it just the two of you? Just us that doesn't want to buy it. But it's literally like $3 at most. And if you actually buy it during summer sale, I'm pretty sure it was like less than $1. Well, I mean, can really force him to, but I guess a lot of people missed out on the summer sale. Because the summer sale, as I told you the other day, basically you had that Bulb pack that had every game from Bulb on Steam, or at least most of them, right? For a pretty cheap price, like less than $3, and you got like all of the good games just for that small price. Which is the only reason why I own it in the first place. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have it. I mean, although it wouldn't be that big of a deal to buy it either on the normal price, but yeah. You really gotta make use of those sales. Yeah. I wonder if you're gonna play Borderlands 2 sometime too. That game is really good. That game, Borderlands 2, is just... To play cooperative is so good. It's probably one of the best games to play cooperative. The problem with that game is that it had a really good sale. that is gonna be probably impossible to top at this point, because it basically included every DLC and everything from that game for also less than $3. It was like a 95 or 96% off. It was just insane how good that sale was. I think I told you about it. I don't remember honestly, but I think I did. No, fuck. Ah, damn it. Can't believe I died on that jump. That's like the easiest jump of that ration. Probably the easiest jump of the floor. Also, since this is pretty much the allegedly final stage of the game, I really should start looking for other fun games to see if I want to keep playing fun games or if I just gonna play something else. I don't know. But I think that if I do play another fun game, it's definitely gonna be avoidance oriented, because I think that after this game I don't really want to do much more platforming. I think I'm fine with the platforming after this game. It's already been lots of platforming right here. Like basically this game just calmed my platforming urge that I had for some time. Because holy shit, a lot of this stuff is just hard. Really hard. I mean, you can just see that with this floor, right? I mean, it's been half an hour and I still am not really close to beating it. Holy shit. Yes, you can tell it's gonna take some time. And those precious bombs that we have right there, those 3 bombs that basically let you skip levels, you can use them here because the narrator thought that wasn't a good idea for you to use them, so you can use them. So basically, the good thing is that I got an achievement for beating the whole game without any bombs, which is great. But yeah. Also, I wonder, do speedruns really retry this kind of stuff a lot? Or what? Because, you know, I don't remember if it's Tristan or Riemann, the one that told me that the world record is like 1 hour and a half, and basically when people got to like floor 130 or something like that, they were still 1/3 of the speed run. So I don't understand if the remaining time is them just dying over and over here, or if there are floors that are actually really long. Because I can probably understand that doing this consistently is close to impossible, right? at least most of them, doing them consistently. I don't know, I never watch any speedrun on this game, so also I wonder if this song is gonna get copyrighted or not. I don't even know where it's from, but it smells like it's copyrighted as hell. It just smells like it. You know, there are some songs that you kinda you just can tell that they are gonna be copyrighted as fuck. Maybe I'm wrong, but this one feels like one of those. One of those that is gonna be copyright a lot. I'm really wondering if I can beat this stage this stream. You know, that's a pretty, you know, funny thing to ask, but holy shit. It looks like it's gonna be really, really hard. I guess that's a good thing, right? Like a good milestone, right? Like, if I cannot beat this floor today, or not today, but like this stream, then I guess that it's time to stop. Because I don't really want to be doing one stream per floor. And again, I don't know if this is one of the cases where it's just the first floor being overly hard and then the rest get more tame in comparison. But yeah, I mean, after all, the game is rated 70 on difficulty for a reason, right? 70 is not really a low number. I mean, it might not be the highest. I definitely wouldn't call it low. Damn, even this spike gets closer, so it makes the jump harder. What a piece of shit. At the very least, it seems that the bottom left side here is not that complex. It's probably gonna be hard because of the nerves, if I even get there. But you could pretty much tell that it's over once you do the bottom right side Obviously the bottom right side is really hard, so there's nothing really you can sleep on. I think I'm supposed to do a full jump there, but for some reason I thought that doing a full jump there will make me bump my head into the platform. But I guess I need to do a full jump. Also, let's not forget that it's pretty possible that the remaining floors are gonna be using a lot of the gimmicks that we already seen, like the gravity and all that stuff, including probably the blackout mechanic, where you know the lights just turn off, which I don't think it's a good thing, because fuck that mechanic. But it seems that that's gonna happen. Why is it so dark all of a sudden? I think it just got cloudy. I'm just looking at the screen from a pretty close distance. I don't know. Have to wait a little bit more to do the double jump, but it seems like a pretty tight timing. If I wait too much, I'm just gonna hit that spike. I almost died there for some reason. Okay, that works. So this is a drop jump, but again a pretty accurate drop jump because you have all these blocks above you. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to do a drop jump, right? I don't really think they expect you to go up, right? And go through that. Nah, probably not. Yeah, you can just do that. Okay. So for this is a full double jump, and then go to the left. Might be a little bit hard to do though. And this, have to be specifically careful about this. This is the last jump, but you're supposed to do two. The problem is that you have to jump pretty close to. You can full jump, by the way. If you full jump, you get fucked. But yeah, you're supposed to get really close to the upper spike and then double jump. Okay, never mind. There we go. Nice. Well, I guess that was a lot sooner than I expected. Mini spike hell trial. I don't like the mini spike though. Oh. Will you look at that? What do you mean by trial? Isn't this part 6? And now is the time that I wish I had the TNTs. Because fuck mini spike health, they are trash. Yeah, let's try to think. I obviously am supposed to hurry up, right? But I'm trying to see how to do this platforming here. Pretty sure I'm supposed to jump there, but seems like a pretty fucked up jump. And then a drop jump, right? Yeah, a drop jump, but you have to be precise. And then after that, there is another drop jump to get through that, to where the apple is right there, and get to the other question mark. Also, look at this. Is this supposed to be doable by just double jumping? I think it is. It looks pretty fucked up, and you're probably supposed to hurry up and do all this shit before this apple gets you. Alright. You can't even stop. If you stop, you're already dead. Well, the good thing is that at least you're forced to do this quickly, but I don't really know if that's a good thing or not. You don't even have a break here, because once you land here, this shit is gonna start chasing you. So you can't stop ever. Like once you start, you can't stop until you get to the warp. Okay, I gotcha. But yeah, the good thing is that this might just, you know, cancel my platforming urge that I had for a long time. Although I also want to play Mario Maker 2. But I don't know. After this, I'm not exactly sure if I would like to play that. And you know, in Mario Maker, there is a lot of stages that are, you know, just done so you can only do them with an incredibly precise timing. And you know, you could say the same about this, but I feel like this game, even with how precise you need to be, it still gives you a lot of window to do a lot of the jumps. Like, a lot of these jumps that you're seeing right here, they could have been way harder if the creator was, you know, sadistic enough. But they aren't. However, you really can't say the same about Mario Maker. Although obviously there are some levels in Mario Maker that you don't need to be 100% precise. So, but yeah, I wanna play that at some point. But maybe not right after this. Because right after this game I just wanna take a break from platforming. Or at least this kind of platforming, right? Because if I wanna play an avoidance game, an avoidance fun game, right? You're obviously gonna get platforming in there. It's just that it's not gonna be platforming focused on, you know, jumps like this where you have spikes in between, but it's gonna be platforming focused on dodging boss attacks, right? So even if it's still platforming, it's not really the same kind of platforming. Also, yeah, I can definitely tell that this is not one of the stages where the first floor is the only hard thing. Everything about this stage is probably gonna be hard as shit. And I assume that the levels are, the floors are gonna be distributed like in pairs of 2, right? Because we have 9 stages, each one with its own gimmick, right? And if we have 9, but we have 12 floors in one stage, pretty sure they are gonna be doing 2 stages each gimmick. 2 floors each gimmick. And then probably 2 at the end that combine them or something like that. Which means that after this floor there's probably gonna be the one with the blackout mechanic, which is gonna be a disgrace, but yeah. I mean, I really didn't want to see it again after all. That mechanic sucks. But hey, at least the good thing is that this is kinda telling me that this is the only mini spike hill that we're gonna be seeing on this last stage, which is honestly great. So I don't want to be seeing any more spike hill, really. A mini spike hill, that is. Seems like that jump at the end is gonna be pretty hard to do, and I probably should prepare for this too, because once I land here I just gotta keep going. I mean, I know that this is pretty straightforward. It's pretty hard too, but it's pretty straightforward what you have to do. Basically double jump here, double jump here, here. This jump is gonna be hard. Just pretty much like I don't know if you can drop jump here. I'm pretty sure it's just a double short hop into here. This is also a double short hop. This is a drop jump. This is probably a double short hop. And this is definitely a double short hop into a jump afterwards. Okay, so it's pretty much a lot of short hops when you get up there. But I guess it's a good, you know, as I was saying earlier, it's a good measurement to try to like stop playing if one of these floors takes me more than one stream to beat. Right? Like, let's say like I start the stream with one of the floors, and when I end the stream I'm still on that floor. I feel like that's the time where I feel like it's safe to call it quits, because unless it's one of the very last ones, right? Like if we're talking about floor 199 or something like that, then well, probably it is supposed to happen. But if it happens with one of these, then yeah, I don't want to be streaming this game forever after all. That's pretty hard to do, because basically you have to get an angle that is just not possible when the apple is here. It's there, I mean. So you have to outrun the apple a lot right there. Holy shit, you almost have no time to react to that. And look at that. The apple just goes into straight directions most of the time. So you really have no time to think about your chumps. And the funniest part about this is that even if the apples weren't there, this floor will still be really hard to do. I mean, obviously not as hard as the previous one, but it will still be pretty hard without the apples. The apples are kind of like the cherry on top, or I guess I should say the apple on top. Because holy shit, they seem to be a little bit hard. Also, something that I really can't remember is if Boshi had mini spikes or not. I think it might have had in specific places, but overall they weren't that present, right? I honestly don't remember. Yeah, I know my memory is trash, but I really don't remember. Too soon, damn it. Wow, you're supposed to outrun it right there. Are you kidding me? Like, are you supposed to outrun it like that? I thought that you had a lot more time to prepare, but no. Basically have no time to do that. You don't even have time to practice the jumps. You have to go so fast that you have no time. Can you believe that? Like I say, I already thought that the jumps were hard without the apple. Maybe I should practice the jumps without the apple first and then worry about the apple afterwards. Just like I did with this. Maybe. Although I don't want to develop habits of waiting when you're not supposed to wait. But I just want to practice them. See, for example, right there, I didn't have anything that was hurrying me up, and I still got killed. You can definitely tell that these jumps are not easy with or without the apples. I'm surprised that the narrator isn't being a bitch as usual, like telling me to give up or this is too hard, which I'm glad. I'm also a little bit surprised. Okay, let's practice this. Wanna at least the apple. Okay, so I don't get distracted by the apple. So that jump just gotta be. Damn it. That's the problem about those two jumps. It's not like the jumps themselves are hard. The problem is where you land. You really can't land too far to the side, because you're just gonna get killed by the mini spikes. Okay. Is this also a drop jump? Yeah, it also can work as a drop jump, then a double short hop. Okay. Maybe I have to take back what I say there. Maybe this platforming isn't that hard without the apple. But yeah, you have to do it really fast. And doing it fast is obviously gonna be the hard part. But basically I have to remember that these are two short hops, these are also two short hops, but these two are drop jumps. This and this one are drop jumps, and this is another. Well, probably you can even full double jump here. I don't know. Maybe it will be better not too risky and just do two short hops. Yeah, it feels like you have almost no window to do them. Especially with the starting jumps, where you have to like diagonally jump. Just like it's gonna be harder for those to do them fast. That's gonna be so incredibly hard to do, dude. Because a lot of these jumps really require you to be calm and not over jump, right? So it really feels like it's gonna be a pain to do. Yeah, like trying to do those jumps while being calm, or sorry, while not being calm is something else, right? Also, something that I forgot to mention, we already got over 20,000 deaths. I didn't even see it. Wonder if I'm gonna remember to show whenever I get to 22,222 deaths. Because that's a pretty unique number. Like, getting the 5 dishes to be the same, not something easy to achieve. I mean, getting to 5 dishes shouldn't be easy to achieve already, but yeah. Or maybe you could say that it is easy since it's really easy to die. I wanna see if that first jump I can do a drop jump, or if I really need to do 2 short hops. I know that for the next one it's obviously needed to do 2 short hops, but I feel like that one might be able to be possible with drop jumps. Wanna let the apple pass just to see if I can do it. So you can pass. Oh, you actually can. You can definitely do a drop jump. So maybe the hardest jump is gonna be this one. Although, in all honesty, a double jump you can just hit your head with the block and it's not gonna be that hard to do. Okay. So, well, that's good to know, because if it is a drop jump, you can do it in panic mode way easier than if it was a double short hop. Yeah, but that jump afterwards is gonna be the problem. Damn it. At least we have a strat now, that's always good. Yeah, I really have to congratulate the creator for the design, the visual design of this stage. I really like how it looks. I know how this color is called in English. I think it's called beige, right? Maybe not, I don't know. I know how it's called. It's a pretty good choice. Kind of like for a fancy stage. And since this is the last one, it's supposed to be really elegant after all. I like that. Yeah, at least I want to think that these stages are so hard that they are supposed to take a lot of time. Yeah, I like when the stages don't hurry me up like this. Like, this is the kind of things that, the kind of floor I mean, that I don't really like, because you really can't stop and think what you should do next. I mean, even if you do have a strat and you know what you're supposed to do, it's pretty hard to you know, do it when you're getting pressure like this, right? Pretty hard. It obviously could be worse, but yeah, still pretty hard. That was a pretty high jump. It's pretty hard to do short hop while you're getting chased, pretty much. Especially since here it's not only that you have to outrun the apple, but basically differently from the first one. Like on the first one, if you don't outrun the apple, you don't die straight away, you just get locked. But for the second one, you just die. It's kind of like a little bit more intimidating to outrun, right? I'm just saying, at least this is not PDH, it's gonna be really useful right now in this stage, because holy shit, a lot of this stuff is really hard. So yeah, remember, at least it's not PDH. Always remember that, and everything's gonna be better. I forgot that I could drop jump there. Or I guess it's not that I forgot, it's just that when you're in panic mode, you just wanna jump as soon as you can. You don't really remember that you could just have waited for a drop jump, right? timid too early. Yeah, that apple being right behind you is just too intimidating. Like, it would be a different thing if it was like in any other way and you just had to hurry up because otherwise you wouldn't make it to the exit. But being right behind you is kind of like those boulder chases in Crash Bandicoot or games like that, where you know, a lot of jumps that you encounter in your way are not really hard, but what's hard is trying to concentrate in that while you are being pressured by the fact that a boulder is about to smash you. And you know, a game like Crash really made a lot of emphasis in the deaths, right? Like, you know, this game you just explode into a bunch of blood, right? But when it came to Crash, every death, or at least most of the deaths, had a unique animation, right? Talking about Crash Bandicoot, by the way. So the game made sure to tell you how you died. So you didn't really wanted to get that squash or squish, I guess you should say, animation when the boulder fucked you up. You definitely didn't want to. And honestly, getting the the animation from dying by falling to a pit, to a bottomless pit, it's not that bad. Because the only thing you get is like a cartoony sound of you falling, and then yeah, maybe some shoes flying, and that's it. Yeah, when you get crushed by the boulder, it wasn't that pleasant to see, at least when you were a kid. I know that nowadays it's just like a comedic animation more than anything else, but yeah, when you were a kid, seeing that kind of shit wasn't the most pleasant sometimes. I mean, some other times it also felt like a comedic shit, but yeah. I guess you could say it could be worse. And no, I'm not talking about PDH, talking that if this game has specific dead animations for each kind of death, it could be a little bit worse, but here you just explode. And the death sound isn't even that bad, so yeah, could be worse. Oh, now that I think about it, you know, I seen that this floor is called Mini Spike Hill Trial. So maybe every floor will be a specific trial, right? Unless the narrator mixes it up with some other dumb shit like he's used to do. Oh, if I landed there. Maybe I didn't, because I couldn't double jump afterwards. Seems to be pretty hard to get back at the top of the stage. Seems like I'm dying a lot on this lower part, like the first part. And I didn't land again. Seems like trying to optimize that jump is not really worth it if I'm just gonna not even hit the platform. Again. The more I try to optimize, the worse it is. It's like I'm over optimizing it. That even is a word. If it even makes sense. Yes, I could dedicate this day, like after I'm done streaming, to searching, like, you know, avoidance fun games. Cause even if this is gonna take a while to do, and it's probably not gonna be until like 7 or 8 more streams to beat this stage, if I don't give up before that, that is. I still wanna make sure that once I'm done with this, I know exactly what to start streaming afterwards, right? Doing a short hop there is really a problem, huh? That's basically my current obstacle for this floor. And I also forgot about that after that I just can't drop jump because I instinctively jump. Pretty hard not to. I know that from an outside perspective it might look like I'm a dumbass. Oh, and you're probably gonna be right about that, but even then it's really hard to drop jump, because your brain is really telling you to jump when you're getting chased like that. It's kind of like a weird psychology where kind of like your brain interprets that jumping higher is gonna make you outrun the apple better, when in reality no matter the jump height your speed is gonna be the same, like your horizontal speed, I mean. I think it's like a weird subconscious psychology going on there that makes it pretty hard to make that jump while I'm getting chased. That or I should suck. It might be the later though. I wonder if the floors with the blackout mechanic are gonna be kinda similar to this, right? Where you just gotta do it as fast as you can. It's probably gonna be like that, right? That was a drop sham, believe it or not. It was a drop sham, but did it too early still. But yeah, that was at least the closest attempt that I got so far. Probably another situation of so close yet so far, right? You gotta remember that diagonal jump, you really have to hold the jump button, because otherwise you're just gonna, not make the jump, basically. Pretty weird because I feel like I'm really close, but yeah, as I say, it's so close yet so far with this floor, right? But I think I can get this floor on this stream. I'm pretty sure I should be able to. At least I think. It's also the problem if you jump too high, you don't land as soon as you would like to, so the apple gets a lot closer to you than you wish. That's the problem. Damn, that's the first time I die like that. First time I don't get to the platform with the question mark. Wow. Well, I gotta be at least glad that that was the closest that I got there. I just needed to properly do the double short hop there. Hey, at least I got to the very last jump, so that's good. I also have to remember, actually that's not really the last jump. Gotta remember that after this I have to land here and then jump again. That's something that is gonna be really important to remember. Because if I just double short hop and just go to the left, I'm gonna die. Well, maybe not, because I can probably drop jump, but I have to remember to do it. That's the problem. Well, at the very least, the apple wouldn't be chasing me after that, but yeah. That was too high. Damn it. Damn it, I'm doing that jump too soon. That's the second time that that happens. The problem is that right after that I have to instantly jump after I land for the second to last jump. I think it should be better to call it the last jump, because pretty sure I can just drop jump to the portal without problem. I didn't do the double jump. Dang it. I'm pretty sure that, as I said before, regardless if you do full jumps or short hops, you should be able to get there. But if you do full jump, it's gonna be way harder to, you know, get to the other side without dying, because you have to spam almost, right, like the double jump. Well, maybe that's gonna be harder than I think, because if you spam the double jump, you're actually gonna die. But if you do it too late, you're just gonna get hit by the lower spike, so yeah. It's one of those that you have to be precise. Too high. Are you really gonna land there? Nice. Whew. Holy shit, that was a pretty hard floor. Pretty hard floor. And it's probably only gonna get harder. Like, to put things into perspective, that floor took me an hour or even a little bit more than an hour. Can you believe that? So this is the extra jump trial. So I was right about the trial nomenclature for the floors. Okay. I'm assuming that platform right next to the portal is a moving platform, and I have to avoid the refreshers just so I can use them on my way back. Okay. That seems to be the hard part of the floor. I mean, still haven't done this first part, which might still be hard. Wait, do I really need to get that one? Can I just jump? Yeah, I do need to get that one. Although that shuriken makes it a little bit hard to get it. It's definitely a little bit hard to do. Maybe I can actually do it from below without hitting that shuriken. No, it's done in such a way that it's impossible to do without touching that refresher. Problem is that you're gonna hit the refresher above being too low. Well, at least you have a break right before the first switch, which is pretty nice to be able to have that. Damn, that one has to be a little bit more precise. Yeah, basically it feels like every one of these floors could, like in terms of difficulty, it could definitely be like like an extra stage on its own, right? An extra floor, like a secret floor, that's what I meant to say. After that, I'm supposed to wait a little bit until the next jump. Although it's also gonna be a pretty precise jump. When you get here, if you go to the right, you're just gonna get hit by this. So you have to stop a little bit and fall. The problem is that you gotta get here, so you really can't fall too much, because otherwise the double jump is gonna make it impossible to get here. So yeah, I feel like that's gonna be a hard part. Okay, there we go. So what's the plan on this one? Obviously hitting the switch, but which is the refresher that I should touch last? I don't think this jump is possible. It might be though, but I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to leave this refresher for last. But how do I avoid getting it? I can maybe a short hop and then a double jump here, then a full jump here, trying to get this one, and then another jump. It really confuses me, because I'm pretty sure that you can get back here from this refresher. So I'm pretty sure this is the first one you gotta use, and then you're gonna use this one. I think that's how it goes. So basically, the hard part here is trying to avoid getting it by jumping here, and then the hard part is gonna be trying to jump to the switch and getting here at the same time. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's already hard to try and not to get that refresher. That's the first obstacle that you have to deal with. Okay, maybe it's actually a little bit different than I thought. You can jump here and double jump here and get the switch, and then on your way down you hit this and then you hit this. So basically the first thing you do before hitting any of the refreshers is hitting the switch. That's what you're supposed to do. Okay, that seems a little bit easier, I feel. Or I hope. Yeah, it is a little bit easier. Damn, is this literally a corner jump? Like 2 corner jumps. As you could say they are nerfed, but I don't think I can just walk off here. Oh, actually I can. Maybe I can walk off, double jump and then go to the right. Or should I jump before that? I don't think jumping before that is gonna be a good idea. It might be though, but doesn't look like it. Well, this it seems that I can walk off, but the real problem is gonna be react and double jump before I hit the lower spike. Then going to the right, I don't think it's gonna be a problem, but yeah. I'm pretty sure as soon as I hit that platform below, it's gonna start moving and I have to worry about dodging the refreshers. Fuck. I screwed up there. Damn it. Oh, you're supposed to... Okay. You're supposed to dodge this third one by dropping and then double jumping. Okay. 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 That's how it's gonna be. It doesn't look that hard though. I mean, the hardest part seems to be the dropping out of the platform and getting back to it. But like the idea of the level doesn't look too hard, if you ask me. At least not as hard as the previous, like the two previous ones. This one is pretty tame in comparison. I guess, you know, every floor that focuses on refreshers, like on jump refreshers, aren't really that hard, because when it comes to jump refreshers, it's kind of like the floor itself is telling you how to beat it. You don't really need to figure out too much on your own. You just need to, you know, execute it, right? That's the hard part, the execution. But, you know, the solution is right there. There are many ways you can do it. It's still not gonna be easy, but I don't think it's gonna be nearly as hard as the previous two floors. Damn, I tried to walk off. I feel like the way the momentum works in these games is not the most obvious one. So yeah. I also wonder where this song is from. Like, I already say that it was probably incredibly copyrighted, and I still think it's gonna be insanely copyrighted, but my question is where it is from. Like, it sounds like the kind of song that you will hear in a JRPG or something like that. I don't know if that's the case or not, but it does sound like it. Ah, damn it. Wow, I failed to dodge both of those. Also, let's not forget, this jump is not as easy as it looks. I mean, at least it's a little bit more like precise in the sense that you don't have much room to do it otherwise, right? Like, it's obvious that you have to jump, hit your head here, and then get to the portal. But you have to get pretty close and avoid the gravity to destroy you, which might be a little bit hard to do. That was too high for a double jump there. Damn, I got it and then it completely got out of control. That's the reason why I said I don't like how the movement platform momentum works. It's pretty whack, right? When you're around the platform, it's kind of like you gain immediate momentum, but once you're off the platform, you're back to your normal momentum instantly, right? So it's pretty hard to calculate. I mean, honestly, those platforms, I already say this before, but those tiny platforms are a pretty buggy mechanic to me. I mean, honestly, the platform jump that you get when a platform is right next to a ceiling and you have to spam jump to not fall, I mean, that's pretty much a bug. That, you know, it's used as a feature, but it's what I would at least call a bug and not a feature. So yeah, fuck these little platforms, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Fucker. So hard to do so. And sadly there's a lot of places where you have to do precise jumping with these moving platforms in the way. That's a big problem. Too much to the left. And I wonder here, if I do this jump, I wonder if I should wait until I fall around here and then jump again. Yeah, that's probably what you're supposed to do. Problem is that you're gonna be too much in a hurry to worry about that. But yeah, because if you jump from here, it's obviously gonna be impossible. and if you go here and try to jump here, it's also gonna be impossible. So you are supposed to double jump here, pick this up, and double jump here to get to the portal. Nice, there we go. That was a pretty good one. Oh, let's save. Almost forgot about that. So this is the conveyor trial, which is basically means that the trials are not in order, right? Because the conveyor was the one on stage 5. So basically, so far he has skipped the blackout gimmick. And if I gotta be honest, I don't remember which were the gimmicks in stage 3 and 4. I just don't remember them. And I think that's gonna be for the best. Okay, so we have to run against this giant wall of spikes. Okay. Wait, I wanna see how this thing looks. So after you're done with that, I mean, you're obviously gonna get, you know, chased by spikes in each one of these lines. Oh, and you have switch in order to move the apples. Damn. Trying to do that while a wall of spikes is trying to get you. Damn, that's gonna be pretty fucked up. It's gonna be hard to jump there because the spike wall just keeps going. Okay, at least this wall of spikes is a lot slower. Although I wonder what the switch is gonna do. Like, is it just gonna make the apples disappear, or are they just gonna move somewhere else? So that's pretty important. Oh, I could know that if I actually go to one of the switches, that is. Okay, at least it makes them disappear. That's good to know. Or, well, at least for the first one. But yeah, that's good to know, so I don't have to worry about them. Yeah, it's pretty amazing how these stages just look insanely overwhelming. Like, you know, when I was on the floor 181, which was the first one of this stage, I basically thought that I wasn't gonna get it on this stream because of how hard it was. And all of this also looks extremely intimidating here. This one is obviously not an exception. This one looks really hard too. But yeah, Basically, there's gonna be slow progresses on these floors, but I at least hope that there is gonna be some progress on them. At least the second switch, hope I'm not wrong, but the second switch doesn't look that bad to get. The third one though might be a problem, but actually yeah, the third one is gonna be really hard to get. But yeah, at least it feels like the second one it looks like the easiest one. And then when you fall to the last lane, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to do that really fast. I mean, with all those fast conveyors, yeah, I'm pretty sure that the wall of spikes is gonna be as fast as it possibly can. Wow, I thought that I got the switch, but I didn't. Yeah, that third one is gonna be a problem. That's fine. Also, I wonder how many times already has this song looped. Since, you know, when this song loops, it's pretty noticeable because the loop is not that well done. So you can, you know, pretty easily notice when the song is looping. I wonder how many times it looped today. Probably a lot. Maybe something like 30 times. Hey, at least I gotta be thankful that the music here allows me to concentrate without much trouble. Because holy shit, the Bad Apple with the violins and the Miku song were just so damn annoying to concentrate. I mean, they aren't obviously bad songs, but they are really bad for concentration. This one though, I feel like it's really well done for concentration. And it probably is because it's also from another video game. I mean, I know that Bad Apple was also from a video game, but that remix is not from a video game. But this one looks like it's straight from a video game, like it doesn't even sound like a remix. I might be wrong, I don't even know where it is from, but yeah. Oh wow, you missed that. Damn it. Damn it. Although I still wonder how to press the third switch, because obviously the conveyors are going right on the opposite direction that you are, so you have to jump to be able to get to the switch. But if you jump too much, you might get hit by the 2 mini spikes that you get right above the switch. I'm not entirely sure what's the best way to do them. And you also have to remember that once you get down, you're also supposed to keep jumping. And you also have to take into account that you have to do all this while the giant wall of spikes is chasing you. So you can't just take all the time you want. You have to do it fast. So before I get blind, I'm gonna turn the lights on. Be right back. There we go. Okay. Also, we're about to hit 22,222 deaths. So basically, the 5 2s. It's gonna be pretty interesting. I know why it's getting me. It's being harder for me to do this jump now. What was I supposed to do here? Seems like I forgot, because I'm getting killed every time. That's pretty weird. I don't really remember what I did on my previous attempts. Basically was kind of like automatic. I really didn't pay too much attention. Maybe I can do like just a full jump. Yeah, a full jump on the edge should work. Or a drop jump, you don't even need a full jump. Yeah, it's gonna be the hardest part to try and get that third switch. Yeah, that's the problem. I know that you're probably supposed to like do a semi-neutral jump and then go to the left on your way down. It looks pretty challenging still. Also, yeah, this is another one of the floors that I don't like, because you can't just take your time to think. You have to do it all in one go. But yeah, whatever. There's probably gonna be tons of this in this stage, so yeah. I mean, after all, doing platforming under pressure might be one of the hardest things that you can do in this game. Oh, I forgot that I also have to spam jump on my way there. Fuck. Okay, once I get the switch, I don't even need to keep jumping. I can just, you know, go all the way to the right. Okay, well, that was pretty far still. Also, I want to know something, because not exactly sure. Are you there, Rayman? That will be a pretty good question if you're still there, which I doubt at this point, but wanted to see. Wanted to see if, you know, chat is dead because it's just dead, or if it's dead because, you know, it's malfunctioning. It's probably dead just because it's dead, right? It's okay. I mean, after all, some days you really just don't wanna say anything. I mean, I also, there are a lot of days that you just don't want to say anything, so I understand. Although it's really weird to have the chat this dead, but you know, I guess I can roll with that. At least it's not PDH, right? Always remember that. pretty hard to do that third switch. Damn it. I mean, you obviously on that third switch have to, you know, actually activate the switch pretty quickly, but I'm failing to do it. Just taking too long to activate it. Sometimes those little jumps that you need to do to get to the switch are really hard. And then there's that I hold left. Well, actually I don't know if the wall that was following me was the one that killed me, or, you know, the spikes below. I'm pretty sure it was the spikes below, but I wouldn't be so sure. Whew. It gets pretty tight on the end there, at the end. Okay. Wonder how to do it, because there's probably a lot of ways to attempt to do that, but yeah. Well, at least I got pretty far there. Also, it seems that doesn't start until you do the first jump, so maybe I will have time to chill before trying, which will be great. Yeah, that's exactly what you need in a floor like this. Yeah, you can actually stop here and think what's the best course of action that you want to take. And that's definitely not the best. But I think the best strategy here will be like jump, double jump, and then drop jump on these two. It's gonna be a little bit hard to achieve, but I think it's the best idea. And once you get here, I also think drop jump should be the best idea, since you basically can't jump from here, like you're gonna get hit by this. So drop jump, and then the worst part is gonna be trying to not get hit by this spike. but I feel like it's the right strat. It should be the right strat at least. Wow, I got killed by that, nice. That's a pretty nice place to get killed. Nice. Whew. Gotcha. Okay, water trial. Damn. Well, the good thing about this trial is that you have a lot of spots where you can just chill, which is great, although the platforming looks pretty long, I will say, but hey, at least you have a lot of space to think about it. This first jump already looks a little bit hard. That works. Oof. This, yeah. I mean, honestly, just the fact that it uses water is hard enough. Well, I'm surprised that they are not using 2 floors to represent each gimmick. Well, maybe they are gonna be using like another floor to like represent the conveyor again and shit like that, right? Because I'm pretty sure that this stage will have 20 floors just like any other stage. Maybe they are just gonna mix the gimmicks up for the last floors, I assume. Some pretty hard platforming. I mean, the water mechanic already was pretty hard in the normal stages, but yeah, this is basically gonna be taking it to the stream. I wonder what the question marks do. I mean, they will probably remove some of the spikes, but yeah, when it comes to question marks, you never know what will happen. But well, that really applies to kind of like every kind of switch in this game. That's not limited to question marks only. And these initial jumps are a lot harder than they look. A lot harder. Especially this first one. Although I guess if you do a jump instead of drop jump, it's not that bad. Okay, so that's okay. So it raises the water levels. Okay, good to know. Wow. So you are supposed to jump, double jump, really quickly jump as soon as you touch the water, and then double jump and land here and then get to this question mark. Well, I mean, I almost got it on the first try, didn't it? It's easy to understand at least. But yeah, I don't think it's that easy to execute necessarily, right? Seems that the execution is gonna be quite quite a big deal here, as it always is with this kind of water themed floors, right? It's kind of like having infinite jumping, but it's kind of like the water combines a lot of mechanics, right? Like you have infinite jumping, low gravity, and jump refresher, right? Like you're combining those three mechanics into one. That's at least how I feel the water feels like. So when you combine all of that, it's kind of hard to control sometimes. Because the thing about the water is that if you just slightly touch the water, just a little bit, you basically have an additional double jump when you get out of it. So yeah, it's as I say, like a combination of infinite jumping, low gravity, and jump refresher all in one. I was too much to the right, it seems. And this jump already feels pretty tricky to do. I mean, you're obviously supposed to jump out of the water at a considerable height and then do a double jump to get above the mini spike, but definitely not that easy to do. Damn it. Too close to the spike, huh? It's a shame that the song is so good and the looping of the song is so bad. Obviously that's not the fault of the song, but damn. And the worst part is that it sounds like a song that can very easily have infinite looping, but it seems like the creator of this game didn't really bother to give it proper looping. Also getting a little bit hot around here, which is weird because it's winter, right? So the fact that it's getting hot all of a sudden is pretty weird. And apparently the most the weirdest part about this is that it's gonna get really cold tomorrow, so it's kind of like the weather doesn't make any sense. Although I'm kind of used to the weather not making any sense, honestly. But yeah. it's still a pain in the ass. I should even remove it. Basically did the same yesterday and my performance while playing the game increased exponentially. I'm just kidding, but basically I took off that thing yesterday and all of a sudden I started like doing a little bit better. It's probably, well, obviously when you are too hot, you know, it's hard to concentrate, right? So you kind of have to cool a little bit. And the same thing in the opposite way, right? Like if it's too cold, if you're too cold, you'd really need a little bit of heat, because otherwise you're pretty much gonna be concentrating more in the cold than in the game. Yeah, when it comes to the heat, it's the same thing. You also don't really wanna sweat by playing this. That would be pretty dumb. Damn, that's the first time that I die there. Nice. Okay, so the water gets higher. So here, I'm supposed to jump to the left side. It's gonna be a hard jump to do. Damn it. I don't like apples in this game. Or, you know, any of the fun games for that matter. I guess I rushed a little bit, that's why it didn't work. I don't know why this jump it's so hard sometimes. Like, I understand that the most optimal way to do the jump is jumping out of the water high enough so you can do a double jump to get back into the platform. But it's not that easy to do that. Like, sometimes you jump while being out of the water so you don't have a double jump to react, basically. Which is a problem. I also really like how this game has the death counter and the timer on the top of the window, right? I feel like that's pretty original. So you don't stop getting reminded about how much you suck. That's pretty nice of them. At least, you know, the good thing about this is that differently from a lot of the mechanics on yesterday's stream, which were basically on the last world before this one, you know, a lot of those mechanics make my hand hurt, right? Especially like the teleport mechanic, right? Was really hard to you know, not hurt my hand, to not make my hand hurt, right? But here it seems that, well, I mean, obviously there's gonna be a trial with the teleporter mechanic, but at least this so far is like, this stream didn't make my hand hurt, so that's really good. Pretty nice. I'm back. Is there any gimmicks? Well, the gimmicks that you see here are the ones that you've seen throughout the game. So, yeah, there are gimmicks, but nothing new, really. I was really wondering, because I thought that the chat was dead, as in it was, you know, technically dead, as in Twitch having problems, but it's just that nobody was really talking, so the chat was just normally dead. So yeah, pretty nice. But that's fine. I mean, after all, these floors are gonna be really hard to do, so it's gonna take a long time just to beat one of them. I mean, look at this. I'm in floor 185, so basically I just beat 4 floors in the whole stream, just 4. And basically I set up a condition for myself where if I can beat 1 floor in the whole stream, I'm just gonna stop. So that's a good thing for like the next stream or the other whatever it is, that if I get stuck in 1 floor for a long time, I will just like stop and play Lennon. Maybe, I don't know. Again, I really want to play avoidance on these games. You know, even if it's just like a normal avoidance where it's just like 1 fight that you have to survive, I just want to try it. Just want to try it just to see how they are. And then after that, I feel like the best idea, instead of going straight to Lenin, will be trying PDH to try and get my Danmaku muscle memory back. And then after that, yeah, I could probably say Lenin. The problem is that it's all lining up to the point where I could probably play Lenin when Touhou 17 releases. And that's obviously not something that I want to do, because I know that nobody's gonna give a shit about Lenin and everyone is gonna be focused about Touhou 17. But that's how it's looking. Another question: how good you are at dead bombing? I think I'm pretty decent, right? I mean, I dead bomb a lot of stuff, so I will say that I'm kinda decent at dead bombing, or at least I wanna think I'm decent at dead bombing. Fuck, that sham, dude, is so hard to do. Because in land, dead bombing is good skill. Yeah, I think I can dead bomb without much trouble. Like, I'm pretty used to dead bomb. because, you know, I don't know, I guess it's just playing a lot that makes you get used to that bombing. But yeah, I wonder why it's a good skill though. Like, do you get a bonus for dead bombing or what? Because I know that in Touhou most of the time you don't get shit for dead bombing. Unless, you know, we're talking about Touhou 8. For example, in Lennon 1 with Yabu you have 4 bombs per life. And oh, that bomb window is big. I see. I don't know how to do this jump, by the way. I mean, I understand, but it's so hard to make it, to time it properly. And the worst part is that right after you get to that spot on the left side, you have to instantly jump to the right. Holy, this is gonna be some adventure, huh? This floor. I can see it being a pretty big adventure, sorry. At least after that, it seems that the only thing you need to do is that the water level is gonna rise and you're just supposed to get through all of this until you get here. Something like PCB, Reimu, maybe a bit smaller. Oh, I see. Well, what I remember of dead bombing, for example, there is one game where dead bombing is pretty particular, which is Touhou 8. In Touhou 8, if you dead bomb, well, you have, you know, that window where there is a circle approaching the character. You basically use your last word, which uses 2 bomb stocks, and you also, you know, deal a lot more damage and all of that. And you also have a big window to do it. But something that not a lot of people know is that in that game, if you frame perfectly dead bomb, like in Touhou 8, if you do a frame perfect dead bomb, you can basically get an actual dead bomb, a normal one, instead of, you know, getting a last word and consuming 2 bombs. That's pretty good to know, although it's really hard to time. Have to jump really damn fast because that apple is just really fast as well. Okay, but I think I'm gonna be ending the stream here. I'm probably gonna be streaming later today in like 3 hours with more of this, obviously. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it. We are almost, like, if we look at this, almost at 22,222, right? Almost at that magical number, and I really hope I remember about that whenever that happens, because holy shit, it's gonna be amazing to see that beautiful dead counter right there with 5 number 2s. It's gonna be amazing. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna thank everyone a lot for watching. and I'll be seeing you on the next stream. Probably, as I said, in 3 hours. So, take care, everyone.